A violent day has shaken the Denver East High School community for the second straight month. Police say a student shot two administrators inside the school today. And now there are new questions about school security as once again parents and students are rattled by the shooting at the school.
The shooting this morning happening just before 10 a.m. and just a little more than a month after a student was shot and killed outside of the high school. Let's take an update as far as what we know right now. Police continue to search for the suspect, who they say is 17-year-old Austin Lyle, a student at East High School. They say he's wanted for attempted murder. The search for him has led investigators more than 30 miles away to Conifer. The superintendent of Park County Schools says the suspect was possibly pinged near Conifer. Schools around there are currently on secure status.
And while police look for Lyle, we're learning more about what happened inside East this morning. Police say the shooting happened after administrators patted down Lyle. This was part of an existing safety plan with him. He had never brought a gun to school before. Gerald Mason and Eric Sinclair were hurt. They are both listed as deans at East High, and Denver Health confirmed both are patients. The hospital says one of the victims is in critical condition, the other listed as serious. Students were released from the school today, midday, to their parents, and East High canceled class for the rest of the week.
So we want to check in now with Luis De Leon. He has been outside of East High School throughout the day, and Luis has more on what we do know as far as what led up to this. Luis?
Well, Tom, Kim, it was earlier today in the area near where we're standing right now, where students were still filing out of East High School behind us to be reunited with their parents down the street. Now, while we wait for an update from police as to how close they may be to apprehending a suspect in this, we wanted to update you with really what we know about the sequence of events that happened inside that building behind us today. So, according to police, at around 9:50 a.m., a call came in this morning for a shooting. Police say the suspect, who again we now know is 17-year-old Austin Lyle, was a student who had a security protocol in place, meaning they had to be pat down when they entered the building every day. That student shot two administrators in a private room while he was being pat down, who we now know those two administrators are Eric Sinclair and Gerald Mason, both listed as deans here at East High School, as well as confirmed to both be at Denver Health. Denver Mayor Michael Hancock said paramedics were already in the building at the time for an unrelated call for another student, so they were able to help them out right away. At last check this afternoon, one administrator was in surgery and in critical condition. The second was in serious condition, but able to talk with investigators.
This should never, as a parent, I can tell you, never be a concern of a parent, whether or not their kids are safe in their building. The police department have been working to have a presence outside of this building for quite some time. I think it's clear now that we need to do even more interdiction with our police officers inside the buildings.
And to that end, the district announced today that East High will be closed for the rest of the week, and two police officers will be present inside of Denver East for the remainder of the school year. Additionally, Superintendent Dr. Alex Marrero sent a letter to the board this afternoon saying he intends to have an armed officer at each high school, that's each high school, and will discuss with each principal about their security needs, Tom and Kim.
There's so much to talk about, obviously, with this, and there's still so much we don't know. But for many people, I think many were surprised to learn about this pat-down protocol going on at some Denver public schools.
Right, and I was even talking to some former alumni. One man who we spoke to earlier today graduated from East High School in 2001, didn't really remember a process like that in the past. So a lot of questions still to be answered about that particular process.
And it's still so fresh following the death of Luis Garcia, and I think that's what made it especially difficult for folks today.
Many parents were echoing that, for sure.
All right, Luis, thanks very much.